What's going on, guys, and welcome to the Stack Up channel 2024. New year, new me, new goals. Let's get it. So, for the first video on the channel, I decided that I would tell you guys how and why I got into crypto. It's a pretty long story. Let me get right into it. From the age of 13, I was an aspiring rapper, and that's all I did with my free time. From 13 to 29, 16 years, I just put all my time and energy into it every single weekend, every day before work and after work. In 2020, around the time of C19, God opened my eyes to see what I was doing was just not a good message. I was putting all my time and energy into something that was negative. When God opened my eyes, I ended up deleting my YouTube channel and selling all my equipment. There is still a couple of YouTube channels from a long time ago that have some of my music on there. I forgot the password and couldn't delete them, so you might be able to still find those. So after I sold my equipment, I started doing some research on ways to make money because I wasn't going to be a millionaire from making music anymore. Luckily, at my job, we're allowed to have headphones in, so I was on YouTube, just searching all these hustles to make money, side hustles, different things. The first hustle that I started doing was going to the Salvation Army and actually finding clothes like 3XL, 4XL, high quality brands and flipping those on eBay. I made a couple of sales on eBay, but the money just wasn't there. Then we had the big crash. I think it was March of 2020, and that's when I started to research the stocks. So I got real big into stocks for a few months. Every day I was up before the market would open. I was just trying to, wrap my head around everything and do my best with that. Well, the money in the stock market, it moves pretty slow. I was like, yeah, this is cool, but I don't know. So a few months into the stock market, I was watching YouTube at work again, and then all of a sudden there was a Crypto.com Visa MasterCard commercial. Once I heard this commercial, I was like, oh yeah, it's time. Let's get into crypto. If crypto is partnering with MasterCard, MasterCard is giant, something big is about to happen. So I just had that gut feeling. I'm like, it's time. Let's get into crypto because I heard a little bit about it, but I didn't research or figure out anything about it. So after I seen that commercial, I started to research crypto. Then, I figured out and found out that in the stock market, people are happy if they make 10% in 1 year. But in crypto, I'm seeing 10% in 1 hour, in 2 minutes. I'm seeing 30% in 1 day. And it was just amazing, the possibilities. So that's when I started getting into it and taking it really seriously. Probably the best choice that I ever made. It really helped me to mature with my savings and my plans and my goals. Really, it made me look at investing differently. I know a lot of the older people out there, they're scared of cryptocurrency. They only maybe heard of Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum. So it can be overwhelming when you first get into it. But I'm telling you, this is where the money's at. This is where the generational wealth is, the biggest wealth transfer that is going to occur in our lifetimes is happening right now. So for a little more insight, the first crypto that I got into was Cardano. I had been researching, the best cryptocurrencies to buy at the time. I was just, going through YouTube, going through all these different channels, trying to hear what everybody has to say. And Cardano was one of the biggest topics that was, being talked about. Cardano, ADA. So I ended up taking all the money that I had, $10,000, and investing it into Cardano, around $1. And it did real good. Like in a couple weeks, it was up 40%. I already made $4,000 and I was hooked. I'm like, oh yeah, this is where it's at. I didn't see anything like that when it came to the stock market or anything that I ever invested in. So as it does happen, I was new to crypto and there was a flash crash. We'll get into that more into the channel. I'll tell you guys about flash crashes, how they occur a few times every bull run. So there was a flash crash and Cardano came down and I had my eye on this other cryptocurrency called Harmony One. When Cardano came down, I was like, wow, I could just flip my bread from the Cardano into Harmony One, and I'd have 90,000 Harmony One coins. My eyes lit up, like I got this sweet idea. Well, anyways, Cardano went way up and Harmony came down, and I missed my entry to get back into Cardano. So what ended up happening was Cardano went up to $3, Harmony came down big, and I missed out on $20,000. Now that hurt right there. I say about like 3.5 months I was depressed and I didn't look at the market at all. But then it just clicked in my head. It's like, man, you see how quick that money came? You literally had it in your grasp. This is where the money's at. This is where you can really make it. So I decided I'm not going to let this affect me, and I'll never do that again. So after missing my chance with Cardano, I decided I would never let that happen to me again, and that I would just be stacking up my crypto until the next bull run. So that's exactly what I did. Now, 2024 is going to be an explosive year. I cannot wait. I'm super excited. I put all my time and energy into crypto for the past almost 3 years, and it's been a heck of a ride, but it's something that I would never want to not be a part of. It's hard to talk to anybody about it because it goes over a lot of people's heads. A lot of people, they're just not like into it, or they don't want to learn, or they think it's a scam. That's another reason why I'm creating this channel. I don't really have anybody to talk to about it. Kind of want to document what's happening and what's about to happen, because the bull run is about to be crazy, insane. The gains are going to be crazy, and this could be, the year and a half that changes my whole life. So, with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in to the Stack Up on all social medias at StackUpCrypto. My name's Joe. I don't know what I'm going to call myself yet. Maybe Joey Stacks, Stackmaster 3000. I don't know. Drop a comment. Let me know what I should call myself. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in to the first video of 2024. All right, guys, stack it up. Let's go.